In this video, we're going to show you how simple it is to install the PhD Virtual Monitor product. Before we get started, let me give you a quick rundown of what we're going to cover. First, we will quickly walk you through the installation procedure, then cover some of the prerequisites for a successful installation, and even get into some of the special circumstances for preparing the Windows 2008 environment. Then we'll dive straight into the installation steps, and then cover some of the first steps you will need to perform after installation to get up and running. The installation process is very simple. You will need to have .NET installed ahead of time and the software downloaded. Once you perform those steps, it's on to the installation itself, and then finally, upon first launching the product, you will be prompted to enter your product key or eval license. In order to install the PhD Virtual Monitor software, we will require a Windows-based platform for the server software, which can be either a physical server or a virtual machine. We suggest you have at least 2 GB of RAM and 10 GB of drive space free prior to installation, and make sure .NET 3.5 SP1 is in place. To access the interface over the web, post-installation, you will need to have at least Internet Explorer 7 installed. If you are planning to install the PhD Virtual Monitor server on Windows 2008, please use the feature functionality to install .NET. If you are installing on Windows 2008 R2, you are ready to install PhD Virtual Monitor. If you are using a pre-R2 release, then you will need to use Windows Update to get the latest version of .NET. To get started, double-click on the file that you downloaded from our website. Choose Run to launch the install file, and hit Next through the first couple screens, choosing to accept the license agreement along the way. Next, you'll have an option to specify where you wish to install PhD Virtual Monitor to. Simply choose the directory you want and choose Next. While the installation completes, I'd like to share a couple details about the product. To begin, we have the ability to monitor physical servers, virtual hosts like VMware ESX and ESXi, Citrix Xen Server, your virtual machines, your storage infrastructure, network devices like switches, routers, and firewalls. PhD Virtual Monitor has the ability then to dig a little deeper and provide application-specific data. So for example, we can monitor your Exchange server to ensure that transport protocols like Exchange Messaging, SMTP, POP are functioning correctly, as well as monitoring to ensure mailbox stores are available, or monitoring your XenApp and XenDesktop environment to reduce the finger pointing. How? We can see the entire environment from a single dashboard to indicate exactly where problems are taking place. If you have a SQL database, we can monitor to ensure a database is available and also can be authenticated over a SQL, ODBC, or even Oracle connection, agentlessly. And that's something important to be aware of. Our agentless capabilities. PhD VM has integrated into VMware and Xen Server's APIs to agentlessly provide access to host, VM, and storage metrics. This can then be tied to our intelligent agent, which gives you a broad scope of visibility. Going a little further, we also use a combination of SNMP pull, query, and trapping, along with syslog message handling, to agentlessly provide you visibility into the network stack. We'll take a look at these in some of our other videos. At this point, our installation is just about finished, and we click Finish right here to close it out, and we're ready to actually launch the application. To do so, double-click on the icon PhD Virtual Monitor, and it will actually come up and prompt you for your eval key. At this point, just type in EVAL to type in your eval key, or if you have your actual license, you can put that in here as well. PhD Virtual Monitor will begin to load up the application, finishing the final installation steps and configuration of the database. At this point, the Internet Explorer web console will launch and give you the option to install some of the required ActiveX controls. Accept those, choose Continue for your license agreement, and then you're ready to go. At this point, you can configure a virtual environment or launch the Deploy Agents wizard right from this simple screen.